Yeah, sure, we can see.
Okay, great. So last week we started. Okay, so this is like our fourth class now, and what we've been trying to do, just a quick recap, is to create a device ordering app. So the idea behind this is a PC refresh for an organization. So say every 3 years or every 4 years, there's a complete PC refresh for the employees of the organization. So the app is supposed to help them see the various computers that is available, and it's supposed to enable them to pick the computer of their choice. So last week we spent our time inside the common data service, where Ibrahim explained to us overview of the common data service. It's a data store similar to a table in SQL, similar to your Excel sheet, similar to your SharePoint list. That's what it is. And it has different data types. So we created this device order entity, which is what we call it in the CDS entity, and we created different fields within that entity, right? Like we created price, device price, request, request by, request date, approval. We created comments, and made like comments, we made a multi-line, we made approval status and option set, which is like a choice field in SharePoint, and then we did all of this last week. And we also add a request date. Request date is here, date only. So all of this was done, requested by email, was done in our last class. In addition to that, we created a business rule. We created a business rule for the estimates of the shipping dates, right? Estimated ship dates. So what this does is it adds 14 days to the day that it was approved. So you see, so the condition that we set last week was if the approved date contains data, then this is what happens afterwards. It sets the approved date to plus 14 days, and that gives us our estimated ship dates. So this is the value that will be populated inside this estimated ship dates field. And someone asked that, oh, what if it doesn't contain any data? We said the business rule will not run. What if the condition is, what if this condition is not met? It doesn't contain data. Nothing will happen, because you can see that this is our no leg. This is yes and this is no. So that we did last week. So now, going to this week's exercise, what we want to do is we built our data store, our data source in CDS. Now I want to connect that data source to our app inside Power Apps. So remember the app that we created. I think I was one that took the class before the last one we had. That's 2 weeks ago. We created a compare screen where all the devices that you select that you want to compare will come up in this compare screen, if you can remember. And the screen was looking a bit empty. We said, oh, just keep the gallery to the left and leave this space open, that we'll need it later. So that's what we're going to do today. So let me just play the app, refresh our memories. We were able to do this in the last class. Then we came to compare two items. You see the items here, but this space is blank. So today we're going to use this side of the screen. All right, so let's start. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add our data source, the device order entity that we created in the CDS. We want to bring it into our app. So you come to your data. Sorry, hello? Are you? Please, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We are with you.
I felt that the call had even ended. I wasn't hearing anything. Okay, so you come here and you search for device order and you add it on. You know, the way you do it now, you come to this place and search for device order. Just type the name of your entity, you see it here, then you add it to it. Mine is already popping up here, device orders. So now I'm going to add an edit form to this side of the screen. So I come here, insert form, edit form. So this is my form. I bring it here like this and size it, make it a bit. Then it's empty, of course, because I've not connected any data source to it. So I come here and select my device order data store. So it pops up, but it's coming up with 2 fields only, and I want more additional fields than that. So I come to edit fields and I start to add the fields that I want. I don't need this created on, so I remove this. I come here, what do I want to show? I have my device name already. I want to show price. I want to show approval. So remember, all these fields that we have popping up are the ones coming from the CDS, the entity that we created last week. I want to show comments. I want to show requested by. I want to show request dates also. So I click on add. I close this and everything is coming up in my edit form. So now I don't like the way it's looking, right? I want to make this 1 column. Then I'll bring this down a bit so that I don't have a scroll bar. I don't want to have a scrolling bar. So the comments is showing as a bigger text box because we made it multi-line. So that's why we have a bigger text box here. I hope I have enough space for my button. Okay. Let me move it up a bit. Okay. Now, what else do I want to do here? Next thing I want to do is I want to say that, okay, when this screen loads, this compare screen, I want a new form to be created. So I come to on visible. So immediately this screen becomes visible. I want a new form to be created. New form 1. So this is my form 1. I want a new form to be created whenever this screen is loaded. Then the next thing I want to do is I want to make some changes to my fields. Now the device name, I don't want users or the business users to start entering the name of the device they want. I want it to auto-populate based on their selection here. So what I will do is come to advanced to unlock the properties. You can see that default, I can't do anything here. I have to come here to unlock it. So I unlock the properties here. I take this out and I say manufacturer hyphen default is manufacturers so we'll show the manufacturer name and device. Okay. Component. Compare lists gallery dot selected Okay, so what I'm trying to achieve is I'm trying to achieve the manufacturer name and the device. So for example, if like what is highlighted now is an Acer Aspire U. So I want the device name to show Acer Aspire U. And I also want to grade that place out so that the users will not be able to edit it. So it was manufacturer name. We learned in the first class that if you want to add string to a formula, you use the ampersand. That's the and symbol. So that's what I'm doing here again. And compare gallery. Compare list gallery dot selected dot title. Okay, so this formula I'm using, all I'm saying here is inside the compare list gallery, for the one that is selected, you know, this gallery here is our compare list gallery. If you remember, this is it here. This one, this gallery is what is showing up here by the left. So in the compare list gallery, for the item I selected, pick the manufacturer name and put an hyphen, and also from the same gallery pick the title, because the title is what contains the name of the device I want to display. So that's done. So you can see that the selected device is already popping up here. All right, so next thing I want to do is I don't want to edit this this entry that is here. So what I'll do is I'll come to click on the control, come to display mode, and I will set it to view. Dot view. So you can see that it makes it a read only. Okay, that said, the next thing I want to do is on my price. I want to set the price field. This is the price field here, is empty. I want to set the price field to automatically pick this price that is here. So who can tell us what we are going to do to set the field? This price field, what are we going to do to make this price field show what is inside this list? Hello? Your mic is on mute, Sulaimon. Who is helping us? Just to be sure that we're following. We want this place to show the price that is here. What are we going to do? Hello, please, am I audible?
We can hear you.
All right, great. Who is helping us? Oye, Wale, Mojisola. Who is helping us? Akin, Sulaimon. Okay, so you know I said that. Well, hello, is somebody answering? Hello.
Okay, let me give it a try.
Please try. That's why we are here.
Hello.
I'm with you.
Okay. So from your formula bar, so you will now. Am I on the right? Hello.
Your voice is
Yes.
breaking up a bit.
From the formula bar, so you choose. So you are going to navigate to where we have the price for.
where we have the price.
or this device you want to see.
How do we get there?
Yeah. Navigate from that. Yes, you choose navigate.
So we will pick the gallery.
Navigate. Yes.
We'll pick the gallery.
Yes. Compare.
Dot price. Thank you so much, Busola. So that was a great one. So it shows that you are following. So you have to come to this place where the price is. And how do you get there? You get there by picking the gallery. This place is the gallery. Compare this gallery, like I mentioned.
With the gallery.
So you have to say that, come to this gallery, and on this gallery, take the item that is selected and pick this price. So that's how you get the price here. So now the other thing I want to do the same thing I did here on the device name here, which is setting this display mode. So you come here, pick your display mode and set it to view. So display mode dot view. So that will ensure that the users cannot make edits to it. All right. So the next thing we want to do is want to pick our approver, right? So in order to pick your approver based on what you have in Active Directory, you have to add the Office 365 users connector. Mine is already added. How do you do that? You come to data source and search for Office 365 users. You see it there and you add it to your connections. So once you add that, you'll be able to get the email of your manager. So I can come here and say, let me unlock. I can come here and say Office 365 users. So that's the name of my my connector that I just added. Just manager. Then I put into brackets user. So this user, what this means is that the person that is logged in at the moment, that's what this function is used for. So dot email then I close it and I say dot mail. So if you use this in an environment where you have approval set, you get it popped up. But in my own case, I don't have any manager attached to my account, so it's blank. That's why it's giving an error message like this. So what I can do instead is I'll just use myself for the purpose of the demo. So I'll say user dot email. So you see that it will pop up my email in the box like that. So we can also grade this one out so that users don't change their approvers. And if you're in an environment where you want the user to specify who they want to approve the request, you can make this text open, editable for them to edit it. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is, let me set this to view, display mode dot view. All right, now we want to look at the comment section, right? I want to, in my input, I want to set the fields to, you can also change the settings, right? The width and height of your field. You can change it to 80. Okay, set to 80 already. And I'll leave this like that. You can also enter a int. So the int is what will help the user understand what you are expecting from them. So I can say enter justification. Why are you making this request for this device? So the user knows that, oh, when I come to comment, it's not just about saying okay or I need it. The user is expected to enter a justification for the request that he or she is about to make on this device. And then that's done. I now come to requested by. Of course, requested by, I will use what will I use for the requested by? Who is helping us? Hello, who is helping us? Requested by, what should I put there? Who is requesting for it? What will I use? What expression will I use? Hello? Hello?
Hi, I'm here. I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. So what function will I use for my requested by? You want to try?
No, I have no idea about how common data services work.
No, we just did it now. You know, I said that the approver, if you want to enter the approver, name of the approver, you can use a particular connector called the Office 365 connector. That's my default. Which is what we added here, and you get the approval of the person that is logged on. And also, if you want to get the email of the person that is logged on automatically, you use this user.email to get the person that is automatically logged on. So for the sake of the demo, I will use user.email as approver. So the person that is requesting for the device is the person that is also logged on, right?
Yes. Please, we can't hear you again.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry. So the person that is requesting for the device, of course, is the person that is logged on to the app. So what we want to do is we want to automatically get the email of that person so that you can reduce the number of fields that people are filling. Sorry?
I thought it's full name we want to use. Okay.
You can use anyone. We can use full name. But I think that we want to use email because you might want to send that person an email to say that your request maybe has been granted in the next modules. That's why we are using email here. And if I want to make this place to be, if I want to make it non-editable, what do I do? If I don't want the users to edit this field, what will I do? Who is helping us? This field now is editable. A user can come here and type anything in that place. But I don't want that. I want that field to be non-editable so that users cannot change it. What can we do to make that field read-only? Who is helping us? What can we do?
Is it like we put dollar first at the back, or I don't know?
Okay, so what we are going to do is we will click on the control, right? Come here. All these things that you see here are properties of anything you have selected. Yeah, are we with me? Properties of anything you have selected. Any change you want to make on your control. Once you select that control, you come here and pick any property you want. It will add effect on that control. So once you look for what? Display mode. And say I want to make the display mode to be what? To be view. So you see there are different display modes. .edit. If it's edit, the person can make changes to it. But if you say view, the field becomes read only. So you see, the person can't edit it. It's read only. All right, so that said, we now move on to the next thing that we want to do. Now, I want to make this dates. I want the dates field to automatically pick today's dates. So in order to do that, you come here and say today, like that. So this is what picks today's date. However, I don't need this to be visible on my form. So I will pick the old data card. Okay, so now speaking about data card, let me quickly explain something on it. So you see this data card, it has different components. Inside the data card, now I'm on the data card of price. You can see it here, card price. Inside price, we have this asterisk. This is to show that the field is required. So you see it here, a label for the asterisk field to show that it's required. You have error message. You are not seeing anything there because there is no error coming up. But if there is an error on your input, it is inside this label, it will pop up. This is for the value, which is what we have been editing since, input value. Then you have the last one here, which is the name of your field. So all of these make up what we call the data card. You see, the old data card is comprises of all this. So now the request date, I don't just want to hide this control. I want to hide the old data card so that it's not visible to the user. But I want it to pass today's date. So I've gone into the input to say, pick today's date. Then I now want to say hide. So when you hide it, it does not mean that it's no longer on your form. It's still on your form, but it's not visible to your users. So I come here and I turn the visible. You can come here. I'm on the right side of the screen and I make it off. So you see, you cannot see it again. Now I want to add a submit button. So my form is complete now. It has all the things that I want. But next thing I want to do is I would like to add a submit button to this form. So I'll just come here and copy this button. Not for anything, just to make the sizing of my buttons the same. It's kind of a faster route. So you come here, you copy it. Then I want to make it a bit bigger. So you can resize your buttons here too. So I can say I want to make it 280 by 60. Sorry. I want to make it 280 by 6. Please, you can stop me if you have any questions. 280 by 60. So now, that's what this is used for. The width and the height and the width. This X and Y axis means where do you want to place it on your form. Just normal X and Y axis coordinates that we learned in maths. It's the same thing. So this is your Y axis. You can see it's moving as I'm moving it. This is X axis. So I leave it here. All right, so next thing I want to do is I want to change the name that is on the form to submit device request. I don't want it to show this compared to items. So I come here, I remove all these stories that I have here, and I change it to, it's a string, remember, so you put it in quotes. Submit device request, device request. All right. Now, I also want to rename my control. We spoke a lot about ensuring that you rename your controls is important. So I can say submit button. Now, what I want to do now is I want to ensure that this submit button is enabled only when there's an item selected, so that we don't have people submitting, well, even submitting when there's no selection. It's just like a way of a control measure. Although we have this required, so the form will not even submit if there are no entries. But I now want to go on another level to say this submit button should be disabled and except there is an input, a selection. When there's a selection, and this button should be enabled. So I toggle to the display mode property. Display mode. I remove this from here and I say if is not blank. So we have a control called is blank. If you want to say the opposite of is blank, you put the exclamation mark in front of it. That will now say is not blank. That's what the exclamation does. So go to the gallery. I'll compare this gallery dot selected.
We can't hear you again. Hello. Please, I can't hear you again.
Hello?
I think she's having a network issue from her. I think there's a network issue from my end.
Hello? Hello? Please, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, sorry, I think.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, great. So I was trying to explain our control, our expression. So I'll explain what this means now. So, mode dot disabled. Okay. What we are saying here is that if this gallery is not blank, then make this button to be in edit mode, else make it disabled. So that means that if the gallery is blank, that this button will be grayed out. If it's not blank, it will be what? Enabled. That's what this control is doing. So let's test it. You see, I have things inside here now. That's why it's enabled. But what if I come back here and I clear my selection? Clear selection, exit. I now come back here to my compare screen. Can we see the button is disabled because there are no selections here? So that means it's working. Come back here, we select and come back here. All right, so that's done. So we have our button set there. Then the next thing we want to also do is, now this button, what do we want it to do? We want it to submit this form, this order form. So we come to unselect of the button. Unselect of the button, we want it to submit form 1. Want it to submit form 1. So when we select this button, it submits this form. That's what we are saying the button should do. So now let's test. I think at this point you can test to see if our app is working properly. If it's submitting, so come back to the main screen. Please, you need to be saving your application too. I've not been saving, so let me save so that you don't lose your changes. Though it auto saves, but you have to form a habit of saving it. All right, so I come and I say I want ASUS, and I pick this one.
So it seems your screen is frozen.
It's frozen. So you can't see it now.
Probably it's from his end because I can see it now.
Okay. I can see it, but it's not moving actually from my end.
It's moving from my hand, yeah.
Is there any other person that can help us confirm if you can see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it and it's moving.
Yeah, we can see
So I
your
think
screen.
it should be from his end.
Okay. So maybe you can disconnect and reconnect.
It should log out and log in again.
So I've chosen B53S ASUS. So I come to compare. It brings me here. Okay, you can see all the prices there, the name of the device is there, and the manufacturer. So I say, please, I need you to like that, and I do submit. All right. So our app has submitted. But is it okay like this? There's no message for the user to say successfully submitted or anything. So I'm just leaving the user hanging. So we're going to do one more step to help the user know that the message has been submitted. But before then, let's confirm if our request got into the device order. So you come to data, click on your entities, click on device order, come to data here. You can see it here. So that means that your submission was successful. So now let's go to the next thing we want to do, which is to create a success screen so that the person can know that the request he made was successful. So I'm going to add a new screen from here, a new blank screen. I want to use a blank screen, but you can also use this success screen. This just adds a checkbox and shows you that your submission was successful. But I want to customize my own, so I will use a blank screen for it. Now I want to get the header. Remember that in our first lecture, we created this header. We were able to group it together. This header consists of different elements. This to automatically pick the name of the person that is logged on. You know what we use for that? User, open braces, close braces, dot, full name. That's what we did here. And we use our label called the device ordering app. Then if you want to group, you click on the two elements together. Hold shift, right click and do group. The thing will group together. So and become one control. So I'm going to copy this header, bring it to my success screen, the new screen I've created. I will paste it here. I use Ctrl V to paste. So this is here. Okay, fine. What else do I want to do? I want to display a thank you message. So I insert a label here. I want to say thank you for your order. Oh no, whatever you want, you can put it. Your order was successfully submitted. Thank you. Okay, this sounds better. Yeah, then you can make, remember I said the properties, you can make, once you select the control, you can do different things with it. I can make it end to end like this and decide to change it to font 20, make it bigger, put it in the middle, make it bolder, like that. I won't decide I don't want black. I want another color. Come here, pick a bright color like red or blue, like that. Okay. Now, what else do I want to do? I want to add an OK button. Now, what will my OK button do? Add button. I call this button OK. I want this OK button to do two things. The first thing I want it to do is I want it to clear the collection. Remember that we have a collection here. Let me see. Do I still have? Remember that we have a collection that we did in our second class. The collection is basically what holds whatever the user has selected. So the collection will hold all those selections temporarily and drop them inside this compare list gallery. You can see compare list. These are our collection. So now what we want to do here is we want to say, oh, when the person clicks on OK, we want it to clear that collection. So on select, clear the collection called compare list, right? And navigate to the main screen. So, and navigate to our main screen. So that's what we want to do on OK. Now that done, the next thing I want to do is I want the user to see what he has submitted, like a display of what it is that he submitted. So I'm going to insert a form and call it and make it a display form. The only difference between edit and display is in an edit form, you can edit like we did in the previous form, the other request form. You can input your comments, you can do all those things, but in display form is read only. You can't do anything on it. So it's here, my display form. So on my display form, what do I want to capture? Okay, the first thing is, where am I connecting to? I want to connect it to my data source, the device order entity that is holding the information. That's where I want to connect to. So I'll connect to my data source, come here and pick device orders. Then the same way we did for the form 1, edit forms. I don't need this, I take it out, remove, then I add what I need. So what I want to show, I want to show device name. Device name is already there. I want to show the price. I want to show comments. I want to show approval. I want to show request by. I want to show requested dates, and that is it. Add. Okay. Now the layout of my form, I don't want a vertical layout. This is the difference. Vertical layout looks like this. The name of the field above, the inputs below. I want horizontal, so I pick horizontal layout. Then I also switch to 1 column. So everything just shows here like this. All right. Now I've done this form, but I now need to tell the form that what you are going to show for me here is what was submitted last, not just any random thing. What I want you to display here for the users is what was submitted last. So what I will do is I will come to item and say form 1. You know our form 1 now. Our form 1 is our request form dot last submit. That's so now that's all. So yeah, so this is my success screen completed, but I've not said how I'm going to get here. So let me rename this, rename success screen. I need to say how I'm going to get here because it's just, this screen is just hanging. So I can now say, okay, when the person has selected submit, navigate to success screen. So navigate to success screen, transition cover feed. All right, so we're done. Let's do one more test and see if it navigates to the success screen. So play. Let me choose a difference. Let me choose Dell. Dell. Okay, wait. Compare two items. This time around, I want to go with my Dell. Second test. Submit device request. You can see it is navigating now. Your order was successfully submitted. Thank you. And it shows the details of everything that was on my submission. And once I click OK, it takes me back to the main page. So this is the end of our class for today. I hope we enjoyed it. Don't know if you have any questions. You can take in the next thing.
Thank you.
So we can see Power Apps is interesting. So do you have any questions we'd like to ask? Do you have any questions on what was covered today?
I think more questions will eventually be coming when we start practicing on our own.
Yes, please. I think the practice on your own is important. Like I always say when I take any class, you just be looking at okay, I get it. But like this navigate, as simple as it is. Whenever I'm doing navigate, you will not, when you do navigate to the screen you want, I'll now be like, when I just started with Power Apps, is it full stop or comma that should be here? But if you are not the one typing it, you would think that you know it. But when you start typing, you discover that, oh, I'm not even sure what to put next. Is it comma or full stop? But as you now start to use it the more, you now discover that, oh, it's actually a comma that should be there after the name of the screen. So please, let's try it out. Let's try it out. And it's important. So when you come to the next class, you can ask questions. Maybe you got stuck somewhere or something wasn't clear from the videos, but the videos are really self-explanatory. I mean, for me to build my app to the point where Ibrahim stopped last week, I actually watched his video. I listened to his video and I was doing it as he was doing, and I got to that point and I was able to continue to put on my add-ons against this lessons class. So once the video is ready, we'll share the link. I'm also working on, I apologize, I should have sent this last week. Well, I'm going to send one message that has all the video links together in it, so that you can, if you have not started at all, you can start from the scratch. And if you don't have an environment, you can also chat us up. There are different options you can use. So we'll just guide you as to the one that is most appropriate for you to use for your environment to start testing all of this out. So we want to encourage us to also do, next week we'll be going further into what happens next after this device request has been submitted. So the story continues to be interesting. So let's please take out time 6 to 7 next week to join us. So in the absence of no questions, I'd like to thank every one of us for our time. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking the decision to learn this tool. It's a very interesting tool and it's very powerful. It will enable you to do a lot of things that you never thought you could do. So please, let's try and invest the required time into it. And I pray that God will help all of us in Jesus' name. Sorry, I've turned it to. All right. Thank you, everyone. Ibrahim, are we good? Do you have any additions?
Okay. Sorry, please, can I just ask a question, please?
Yes, please.
Okay. I remember that Ibrahim there was this first application that they built then, which has to do with approval or something. Let's say this device ordering app now, you want to do something whereby when the first user, so let's say the first user submits the item, and you now want someone else to approve or something. So can I have such application whereby someone can do the approval before the person can have that item?
Okay, so
Maybe
if
like you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's this ordering, when you order something at the back, there are some people that will package it and do something like that. So I that part is what I really like to add to this in case
like what happens after you make
an order. Yeah, you order for something and someone will have to package it, you know, they will package the order, what you ordered, and they will send it to you, something like that, you know. There are processes. So if I want to follow the process, I want the screen where the people that will package it will see it, the people that would rather deliver it, know things that they are delivering and things like, you know, there are different users for different process and, you know,
yeah,
like procurement. So do we have such
yes,
video that we can? Good. Okay, please.
Oh, no, we're
I
going to
would
do that.
love
Sorry, we're going to do that next week.
next week. Okay, that's fine.
Next week, yes. So next week you will see what happens at the back, like the back office process. You know, the user just makes his request and goes away, but a lot happens before the user gets the device. So that's what we'll be looking at next week.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, we'll do that next week. All right, please, do you have any other questions?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good evening. This is Shile. My question is similar to what he asked. So maybe next week everything can come up. You know, I was talking about when you start an application, maybe you fill a form and you now submit. If you wanting to go for approval, and whoever is approving to can see a breakdown of everything you filled on that form.
Yes,
person can see the summary and then send, approve and send.
We'll touch on it next week. But what I want to say is to Aki and Shile is, please kindly build your app to this point. So when we're showing you next week, you can just try it out. You get, so it's not that we're just showing it. You will have already built your app to the point that we're on. So next week you just listen, and after the class you build your own, and then it becomes more real and more practical for you. We'll be doing that next week. Yeah, we'll do that next week.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. So we'll see you guys
Thanks
next
for your
week.